हेलो एवरीवन। सो जैसा कि पिछले व्लॉग्स में मैंने आपसे शेयर किया था कि आई एम वेरी कीन टू स्टार्ट अनदर sort of video series by the name of रज़ा की बातें। ऐसी बातें जिन्होंने मेरी पूरी ज़िंदगी को शेप किया है, पूरी जो कुछ भी मैं हूँ उसका इन आइडियाज़ का प्रोडक्ट हूँ। तो मुझे लगा कि ये बेस्ट है कि मैं आप लोगों के साथ शेयर करूँ। ये बहुत सारे ऐसे सब्जेक्ट से डील करती हैं जो शायद टिपिकली म्यूज़िक और ये जो काम मैं करता हूँ उससे आपको शायद डायरेक्ट कनेक्शन ना लगे। ये लंबी बातें हैं, ये खाली ये एंटरटेनमेंट बिल्कुल नहीं है, मगर जैसे मैंने आपसे कहा कि ये मेरी अब आने वाली ज़िंदगी का या जो भी मेरी द फ्यूचर कोर्स ऑफ माई लाइफ इज़ बेस्ड अराउंड व्हाट यू विल बी हेयरिंग in these series.
I've lived my life. Children get influenced by their environment. I was not influenced by my environment.
Why? How is that? If you were to now give an logical
I was a complete reject as a child by my age group, by my elders. By my relatives, all rejected me. But that was okay. I had a dream. It was a difficult time, of course. So during the difficult time, I must have been about 12. I had a dream that we were going in the garden. It's a vivid dream, I still recall it. There was a cousin of mine, and she was with us, and I had a feeling that she felt sorry for me, but that was just in the background. In that dream, she plucked a rose flower and gave it to me. I got very embarrassed because there were so many other cousins and sisters there. I thought everybody would see her giving me a flower, and it was something to be embarrassed about. So I threw the flower on the ground. And then I turned out and looked at her, and I could see that in her eyes that she was hurt, that I'd thrown the flower. So I quickly bent and picked the flower immediately, and then came back to her. I said, to hell with all of them. What matters is that she had given me a flower, and I've done this ugly thing, or frightened of what others would say, and throwing the flower on the ground. So I said, that rejected that and picked up the flower. And then I fell in love with her.
All in your dream?
Oh, all in my dream. So that's how I went on and on.
Wow. Wow.
Sometimes a present, sometimes a flower.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
And
उनकी बातें और उनके आइडियाज़ मेरी समझ के मुताबिक इतने क्रिस्टलाइज हो चुके हैं कि उनको अगर आज हम शेयर नहीं करेंगे तो एक बहुत बड़ा लॉस हो जाएगा। आई हैव टेकन रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ऑफ हिज इंस्टीट्यूट विच इज़ द संजन नगर इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ फिलोसफी एंड आर्ट्स। जो भी अब हम यहाँ से काम करेंगे वो हमारे व्लॉग्स का, हमारे बहुत सारे एक्टिविटीज़ का हिस्सा होगा। संजन नगर के बारे में आपको आने वाले वक्तों में बहुत सारी इंफॉर्मेशन मिलती रहा करेगी, और मेरी दिली ख्वाहिश है कि बहुत सारे लोग हमारी इस जर्नी का हिस्सा बन सकें।
My readings were in history and in philosophy. Philosophy I started when I was 18.
What is the difference between reading philosophy and history and philosophy in itself?
These are different books. Books have been written about philosophy, and books have been written about history. But for me, they're all sort of one spread.
Okay.
But I'm talking in terms of books.
Why did you get so interested in them? How did that happen? How did you just suddenly become interested in history at such a young age, especially when it was it school? Was it somebody tell you?
When I was 10, I got interested in machines. And to begin with, a watch, which I opened up and took all the parts out and tried to understand how they were working. Then I tried to put them together again. So then I went on to machines as big as motor car engines, cameras. I made a camera and I made an enlarger, and I also made printing paper. My curiosity started with machines that were. Then I got interested in poetry, so I got interested in Ghalib, in Hafiz. I used to listen to it, and in music. By the time I got familiar with the English language, I began to read comics. By the time I was 15, all through I also was interested in sciences. I used to read books on physics and chemistry, things like that, and engineering. I used to read a lot. So at 18 I just come to Pakistan. And within 3-4 months of my coming in September 47, by December, it was clear to me that the social and the political life and the culture that was beginning to flower out and flourish in Pakistan was a bad, wrong and perverse culture and perverse politics. So I did not want to have anything to do with that. I mean, I rejected that and looked for an alternative. I found an alternative in Marxism. So I studied Marxism.
Is that where you got introduced to philosophy, or you had actually the discipline of philosophy started from there?
No, it started earlier in history.
In history, you were
of history and literature.
Where you were getting exposed to certain ideas.
Yes, I was. Certainly.
And the history of certain ideas.
And the process of reasoning, thinking. Reason comes later, actually. Thinking comes first. In Marxism, there was a certain reasoning.
So what you're saying is, when you got introduced to Marxism initially, you just came across the idea of reasoning, not necessarily logic at that.
Reasoning, because I rejected what
Sure.
I
so
found,
you wanted.
I saw.
So what you did not want this, you wanted something else, and you wanted to
the opposite
look for it.
of that.
Yes.
Different from that.
Bilkul sahi.
What I thought would be good.
So you thought Marxism was one way forward in which you could pursue the different, the opposite direction.
So I studied Marxism.
Okay.
And I did Marxism.
Difference between studying and doing
life. I changed my life.
Okay.
When I joined the Communist Party in Karachi, I started working in trade union.
So that's doing Marxism.
Doing Marxism.
Okay. What form of Marxism existed at that time? What exactly was it? The doing part.
The conventional Marxism.
Which was?
Which Marx wrote and which communist parties all over the world practiced. I've told you that I've sold newspapers on the streets as a party worker, etc. And I started going to prison. The day that my BA result came out, I was in prison.
So that was the doing part of Marxism, the rule, whatever
I
did
went
you
to
follow?
prison 5 times.
Sure.
The last time they promised to hang me, but they didn't. This is 1948 when I joined the Communist Party. By 1970, I had come to a conclusion. I was gradually coming to it a few years earlier through experience. But by 70, when it was crystallized. And in 1970, I was your age. And then I sat down to go over my time with Marxist theory and Marxist practical work. I wanted to the truth, which I did not know. So I was seeking the truth, not pursuing a purpose. I was trying to discover what was wrong with Marxism. From my experience, questions kept arising. This is not right, this is not right, this. And that went on adding up to a point when I came to the conclusion that I have to rethink the whole thing. I was responding to experience, practical experience, objective experience, which gave me discontentment. So then in 1970, I wrote an article, 50 pages, putting down in reason, my reasons, black and white, why I was leaving Marxism. I wrote down my reasons, pinpointing A, B, C, D, what I found was illogical in Marxism, And then I coined the term mentology.
सो अभी जो आपने देखा है इसमें रज़ा साहब ने एक वर्ड मेंटोलॉजी आपको इंट्रोड्यूस किया. ये इनकी ख़ुद की कॉइंड टर्म है. आने वाले वक्तों में हम बहुत सारी बातें, बहुत सारे आइडियाज़ इस कॉन्टेक्स्ट में शेयर करेंगे. जैसे मैंने कहा, ये थोड़ी मुश्किल बातें हैं, इनको बार बार सुनना पड़ता है, थोड़ा गौर से सुनना पड़ेगा. आप इसको देखिए, अपनी फीडबैक हमें ज़रूर दीजिए. दिस इज़ अनदर side, this is another journey, this is probably the most important journey of my life.